Hey there, I'm the MadCatster, and am I glad to see you here? Well, it seems like in the middle of the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial that Amber Heard has decided she doesn't like the coverage she's getting in the press, and she's fired her PR team, so let's talk about it. So thanks for joining me today, and I've got my trusty sidekick Sybil here with me, and Sybil is saying I'm here to look and see who's not subscribed. And she wants you to subscribe. We're growing and I need your help. Please subscribe. It would be great. Anyways, it's being reported by the New York Post today that Amber Heard has suddenly fired her crisis PR team in the middle of the testimony at Johnny Depp's suit against her for defamation. So Amber Heard had hired crisis PR firm Precision Strategies as a way to shape the message coming out of the trial. But apparently, she's not happy with what's being reported in the press and how she's being portrayed after this past week of testimony. Experts have said that it's not a good idea to change PR firms in the middle of a trial like this, and I happen to agree. I think that what she's doing is basically blaming the messenger for the message, but you can't help the way things go at the trial and how they're being reported. There's only so much a PR firm can do, but she had hired them anyways to try to get the best message out there, and she's not happy, so she's gone and fired them. She's now replaced them with another firm called Shane Communications. So Shane Communications actually has experience representing Johnny Depp's opponents because in the past, in 2017, they represented Johnny Depp's former business managers when Johnny Depp sued them, alleging that they had mismanaged him. And in fact, Shane Communications has said that the reason why his business managers, TMG, had hired him was to help them in their cross-complaint against him where they alleged Johnny Depp had an uncontrollable spending habit of $2 million per month. I seriously doubt they're going to be able to control the message any better than her previous firm did. I think she should be firing her legal team as well, although that's not smart in the middle of a trial either, but we've seen how her legal team's not doing a very good job. They've asked bizarre questions about muffins. They tried to pressure the forensic psychologist who was on the stand into saying that Amber Heard was suffering from PTSD, and the psychologist stood around and said no. I watched that testimony myself, and it was almost like they were trying to manipulate her into admitting this because that's what they wanted to hear, which is really strange to me. Then we saw Amber Heard's own attorney questioning his own witness, and he objected to the answer to his own question, which is completely bizarre. So I don't know who these attorneys are, but they don't seem to be very adept at handling this kind of a trial. I don't think that this trial is helping either of them, to be honest with you. I know that the reporting has not been favorable to her this week because a lot of things have come out in the evidence that don't look so great for her. But, we haven't heard her testify yet. And they're saying now that she could start testifying as early as Tuesday morning. So we'll have to wait and see what she's going to say. Does she have evidence that we haven't heard yet that's going to be favorable to her, that's going to even the scales out? We'll have to wait and see. You never know in these things the way they're going to go because we don't always hear in the press the evidence that's forthcoming. And we don't know how she's going to testify when she gets on the stand and how her credibility is going to seem. We'll have to wait and see. But, I think that this trial and any trial like this where there's personal accusations going back and forth, and I'm not talking about the DV aspect of it, I'm talking about all the other stuff where it just, both of their reputations are getting trashed. If it wasn't true, she shouldn't publish the op-ed piece. And all that did was start this cycle now where we've got all of this negativity going on back and forth, and it's just doing further damage to the two of them. So I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see where it goes from here, how it ends up. I don't know. I mean, Johnny Depp's team did have a very good week last week, but we have not heard from her. So, and in fact, it looks like she's sort of flailing around by firing her PR team and hiring a new PR team in the middle of the trial. Also sends a bad signal. It's like better to stick with it and present a stable front and not engage in these kind of antics where you're going to end up hurting your public perception even more. It's just not good. But anyway, so that's my take on it. And that's the news that's coming out right now. Sybil says, thank you so much for joining us. I say thank you for joining us. You guys have been great. We're getting still some really positive shout outs. And I really appreciate it very much. I appreciate all of you. You guys are all great. I'm doing a live stream on Thursday at 6 o'clock Eastern time. I tried to do one Saturday night yesterday, but unfortunately it's my first time. So there were some glitches. And I figured out that one of the things that could help the situation is my computer needs a graphics card where right now it's got onboard graphics, and that is probably going to help alleviate some of the issue. And so I have ordered one that's coming Wednesday that I will install and test out prior to Thursday's live stream. I hope you guys will join me. We're going to have tea with the cats. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much again. Subscribe, like, and I will see you in the next one. I'm also joined tonight by my cat Amelie. She's one of my oldest cats, and she's really slowed down in the last year or so. She sleeps literally like 90% of the time, but I just had her get her annual physical, and they did blood work and everything, and they said nothing wrong with her. So, she's still kicking, still going, albeit slow. Her sister died 2.5 years ago, and they were very bonded, but she's a little senile too. But she's a good cat. She's a really good cat.
Pretty please. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell. I get a treat for every new sub. Thank you.